I love Age of Empires 2. I enjoy the history of the Crusades. And I have watched all Ultimate Guide to 2K ELO from Hera. So let's take the Holy Land. This is Teutons to 2K ELO by Teutons. Well, into the first game, I was actually playing with my helmet and forgot to actually start. Then I get house here. And yeah, that was lame. Then I was able nonetheless to get to fast castle, pushing with 3 knights. Then I see his massive camel army and I'm like, okay, I just will try to kill some of them and gain time as much as I can. Then I was transitioning to pikemen and artillery, pressuring his gold mine stuff. I don't know why I sent the pikeman to the wall, it was actually kinda troll. And then well, I lost the mangonel due to it, so I was fine with it still because I did kill all of his gold villagers and some of his camels. He destroys my ram and I get his mangonel in return, which is fine by me, and then he gets mine. I'm able to mass some pikes here and then I get his mangonel. Sorry for the spoiler, but it's pretty much it. And then he gets mine. I was like, yo, I'm macroing like trash. So I'm feeling confident because I have a lot of pikemen and I will throw a forward castle here. I was able to do so. I got to imp faster than he, and then I was going to trap down his castle, just checking the upgrades and ready to trap it down. I do so. I then will try to place another castle as he goes to Imperial Age, and keep in mind I'm still like having no eco difficulties behind this. He hasn't been able to attack my farms and stuff. I trap down his TC. I'm trying to get as much gold as I can because you know Teutons don't get the extra research thingy. Well, I see his army coming in, he sees mine, and I'm trapping down his castle, and he calls the GG. Into the next game, I go against him again, and he's teasing me the whole time. And since I won one game against him, I will try the same strategy again, which is fast castle into knights. But I think this time it slightly backfired me because he went full aggro with archers this time. I wasn't able to go castle unpunished like last time. He's still pressuring me, and he gets in with his archers. I wall him again and he still gets in, but I was able to place down the TC as he went in, and I massed enough knights to wipe out his crossbowmen, and this was pretty much a win-win situation for me because I was able to fast castle and wipe out his army. Then I say, well, yeah, I will raid him. I went faster to castle him, but I made a mistake. I left it open. It cost me so much, and he basically just shreds my economy. Such a minor mistake with like a lot of consequences. I think that was game. I should have called it right here, but I still like, yo, this guy's such an asshole. He's still teasing me all the time, and I just didn't want it to make it easy for him. And I see he's placing down a castle in the center hill, which I did try to do so as well, and but he was earlier than me. I was trying to deny his castle with his pikeman, but it was like almost up when I get in. I drove it down because I still got the Imperial faster than he did. Then I snipe out all his traps with my bombard cannon, and I kill all his artillery, and I see the paladins coming. I'm like, oh man, this is rough. But I have like enough pikemen cavalry to contest it. Feeling pretty confident that I will be able to defend this off, but I didn't. But I think I killed like a lot of his paladins, so I'm pretty happy with this trade. Then I went to kill the bombard cannon, and that's it. I pulled my knights back because I think I won't be able to take a good fight there. He traps my second castle in the zone. I'm pretty much losing everywhere. I've placed a castle there before, but it hasn't seen action until that time. And well, he basically commits all of his knights to my economy, and I just demolish his trebuchet. And the other side we're having like a little trebuchet war, which I win, but he brings out the paladins and takes down my trebuchets. And I still lost the other castle, and now I'm pretty taking this bad trade. Keep in mind my cavaliers are like a little bit better with the extra armor, but those are still full upgraded paladins. And yeah, he's starting to have this archer Persian trash that it's really good, especially against my army composition. And well, I decided to commit here and kill off his military units. I think it was good for me. And then he just basically starts raiding my economy until I cannot compete with his economy. I cannot raid him, keep in mind, because Teutons don't have like a good raiding unit. I managed to trap down his castle there, which was like a lifesaver for me. Take down his trap, and it's just trash at this point. He has like a few knights, but all those archers and all those hussars are because I think his trash is just way better than mine. And that's it. He then raids the other part of my economy. I try to take down his trebuchets. He no longer has knights, so I commit my knights to take down those archers. They barely do damage to fully upgraded cavalry because they are castle age units, and I was able to save my castle there, which bought me a lot of precious time. So I'm feeling like, whoa, maybe there is a comeback chance if I can. And then I see his pikeman, and I'm like, oh man, this is bad. I have to make some spearmen to counter his pikemen, and I do so. Keep in mind, pikemen of Teutons are not fully upgraded in the damage department, so I really need to mass them. I take them to the castle, kill them all, and he still has more pikemen because, well, it's trash unit, he can, well, spam it. I committed here because I cannot lose that castle to taking down his trap, and I do so, but I basically lost all my cavalry there, and I'm down to trash units. And I called it GG. I'm like, yo, I cannot take this anymore. But I still think my KDA was insane. Well, but it doesn't matter. In the next game, I just tried to do a drush, and it goes well for me. I was able to pick up some of his villagers out of position, delayed that scout rush. I see a hole in the wall in his lumber camps, and I was able to kill a few villagers here, one or two, I think, I can remember. And then I run into the TC with the menace on arm and basically ended the raid. I saw since he was making scouts and make the spearman, he cannot do anything with his scout rush, and I was able to get to the castle edge and do some attack with my knights. I see he has a massive pikeman army, and I see a good time to do some artillery, and since he does not expect it, and then he actually kinda did. So I lost like a lot of my artillery here, but well, doesn't matter. I want to build a castle there to secure the zone. He was feeling really good about this trade, which was not so good for me. I built another castle, and he tries to raid my economy, but I think it's a little bit too late. I'm literally about to hit Imperial Age. I do so, and I will trebuchet down his castle with his defending his economy, and I do so with not much problem because I'm way far ahead in economy in this game. He's still doing some damage to my economy, but I have so many farms it doesn't really matter. I send my pikemen. That's it. That's like the end of it for him. He runs away with his knights, but the raid is over. I tear down his castle, I destroy the barracks, and I'm feeling like maybe if I destroy the central town center, he can no longer go to Imperial. And that's right, I did it. I trapped down his town center. So see, since he isn't resigning, and I was thinking, well, maybe it was in another town center, and I start to trap down all his town centers. But this game is essentially over for me. I have like way too much uptime in Imperial Age. My units are with all the Imperial Age upgrades at this point. So his knights are nothing to my pikemen. And I trap down his other castle. I am basically slaughtering his economy here. And I'm doing some minor research here. He's still with those knights raiding me, but it's not good enough. It's just I go forward with my trebuchets, a bit risky, but I'm feeling confident since my halberdiers are here, and yep, I just wanna like have some ranged units here. I see his cavalry archer, but I'm driving his last town center essentially, and I think he can no longer go to Imperial Age here. I tease him a bit about surrendering on me, and I'm like so comfortable in this game. I think he can do better little. Although I think the cavalry archer was the right option, he was just way behind me. This is a silly fight here, I take it for no reason. And he calls the GG, another game. In the end, I did have some ELO game, but not much. Well guys, thanks for watching. I enjoyed making this. It was really fun. This was my first time, so please don't bully me. I will try to make a Teutons 2K ELO every Sunday, so you can expect this from here. And I do streams Thursdays, Tuesdays, and Sundays, so you can follow me on my Twitch. Link in the description below, and Deus Vult.